Once you've gone to our website and clicked on the Register Now button, you will be taken to this screen on the Camp Brain registration site. Welcome to our welcome screen. You will notice that we often have people who apply as themselves or having people applying on behalf of a camper. So there's separate instructions for you if you are new. If you have applied in 2020 via this Camp Brain system, we don't need you to create a new account. All you need to do is log in. There are instructions right here for you on this page as well. If you happen to have any troubles at this point, you can always give us a call. We're around from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. So at the bottom of this screen, you will see the sign in for already registered people who have registered for our camp before in 2020. If you did not register for camp in 2020 or are brand new to Camp Easterseal, welcome, and you will sign up as a new user right here. So I already have a test subject in my system for us, so I will log in. To my family. So once you've logged in or created your new profile, this is the screen you'll land on. It tells you all about our camp and how all Saskatchewan residents experiencing disability are welcome to participate in our free programming thanks to the ongoing support of our funders, donors, and community partners. We appreciate them all. So this is where you start your application, and this is the screen you will see. Each screen will have instructions for you just in case you get lost. So to start an application, you're going to click on this green Start an Application button right here. These instructions will also tell you to click Continue on this page to carry on, and to make sure that you save changes and then either continue or submit at the bottom of each page. The buttons are very big, easy to see, and it should be straightforward. If not, you can always get a hold of us and we can help you from the page that you are on. So now, because I'm a returning camper, I can select people. If you are new to the system and haven't set your people up yet, this is where you will do so. So if you're a new camper and you don't have anyone in your system down here for people to register, you will click on the Add a Camper button. If you are a returning camper or registering for a camper you've already entered in a previous season, you're just going to check the box beside their name, verify their information, and hit Continue. From this point, we get to the fun part. This is where we can choose the sessions or the weeks and themes that we want to attend. Now, in order to accommodate the demand for our programming and keeping staff safety and camper safety in mind, we ask that all campers limit their choices to a maximum of 2 sessions this summer that they would like to attend. If for some reason you make a mistake and you need to remove something from your cart, you can click the red X to the item on the side of your cart on the right-hand screen. I can show you this in a moment if you like. So here we go. To pick a session, all you need to do is look at the different months and the different sessions that appear. You'll see the dates. And if you want to know more about the session, you click on Show Details. It'll tell you all the different fun things about each and every theme. And if that is a week that interests you or your camper, you can just hit Add to Cart. Just like online shopping, except the cost is free. And say you don't want to go to sports of all sorts and you want to pick a different week. What you do is you go over here to your cart and you just click this red X. It will remove the session from your cart and you can choose again. So perhaps Amy Camper wants to go to In Your Backyard, and she also wants to go to Camp Lab Coat. So that's her 2 sessions. Now, if I had any other campers to pick, they would all also appear in here, and you'd have to pick sessions for all of your campers that you check the check boxes off for before you can continue on from this page. At this point, you're going to be taken to the forms page. This may be new to you, or it may look similar to last year if you already did this. If you didn't, here's how you do it. When you first log in, you're going to have the option to open your household form. This form is just going to tell you all the information that you either A, already have in our system and is pulling it forward for you, or B, the information you just entered when you created your account. So I'm just going to double check that all my information's right and my address is correct. And maybe there's an additional parent or guardian that doesn't live at the address above. Say maybe dad or another guardian lives at a different location. You can add their information in here as well. And then at the bottom, we just want to know how you heard about our camp. Maybe you're a previous camper, or maybe you heard about us from a different format. We'd love to hear. So now I've hit complete on that form and you'll see that it says completed. So I can move on to the next one. Each form here will show up under each camper. So if you're registering more than one person, you will see a box of forms for each camper that you're registering, and they will have to be filled out completely before you can move on. Things to note about the forms pages. If there is a spot marked in an asterisk, that means it's a mandatory thing you have to fill out. So ensure that you do so or it will not let you go forward. So then from here, what you're going to do is you're going to open each form, and we'll just start with the first one. And it's going to ask you questions in either multiple choice, drop downs of yes or no's, or in text box fields you can type into. So then you'd go through every page, and each form might have one page, it might have multiple pages. So what you'll do is you'll go through the forms and hit next page until you filled out everything on that page. So for simplicity, I'm going to show you the emergency contacts form as it only has one page. So when we're in here, it says, tell us about who your emergency contacts are. We want to know this information about your camper because in some cases, like group homes, we have folks that maybe live in a group home, but perhaps they're going to be participating in our online program from mom and dad's house. Well, we might need their information to contact if there's something that happens during a call for safety reasons or for any other reason. We might need to contact them and have them join the camper in the room for some support. So please tell us if that's a case that you need to fill out for, and tell us who the people are and what their information is so we can best support your camper. When you're done any form and you filled out all the information, you'll hit the complete this form button. What that does when you do so is it'll make sure that that form shows as completed. When all of these forms show as completed, then you can submit your application. Now we've got some forms completed. And again, I want to refer you to the emergency contacts form just because it's the easiest one to show you all the buttons because there's less questions. We're going to open this form back up. Our camper is going to be spending time at grandma's house while maybe this program they want to be in is online. And we want camp to know that grandma is the person they should call that week instead of mom and dad on the main contact information. So grandma Mary, and her phone number is 555-5021. Okay, and so that's all we need to put in here. Maybe there's someone else and we can't remember what their phone number is right now, or there's any other reason on any other form that you want to stop what you're doing and come back to it later. Maybe you just have to be somewhere else and you have to pause in the middle of entering your information. Every single form on every single page has the Save Changes button. If you hit Save Changes, it will let you save what you were doing, and then you can come up here to close form and you can log back in later. You'll see that it says in progress when you do this. So it's telling you where you last left off, which is fabulous. Once that is done, we're going to just put Grandpa Bill in here. And wouldn't you know it, they have the same phone number, 555-5021. And now we're happy with this information. So we can either save the changes and close the form, but if we're done with the form and we know everything is complete and up as accurate as possible, we just hit complete this form. It will submit it for you, and then your form will show completed. If you get stuck at any point and you're not sure about a question or you need help, always click on the Save Changes button before you give us a call. This updates everything in the CampBrain system and we can pop in and help you. Once everything is completed, we can move on. You'll see that this green continue button is now green and lit up and ready to go. So if we hit on continue, then it will ask you to review all the information. So for my Amy, I'm sure that this is the weeks that she would like to attend. Great. And then it shows you all the forms and that they're completed. If you want to go back in, you can. It'll take you back a screen and you can just edit anything you might have maybe typed wrong or thought of something else that you wanted to add into a notes field. Once you're sure everything's correct and everything says completed, you can hit submit application and you'll see this message. Your application is submitted and we will send you an email confirmation of this shortly. Then hit view details and it will show you all the things that are in process. This processing time varies based on how many people are doing it at the same time, but generally it's no longer than 5 minutes. Again, if you have anything that you're worried it's processing too long, just give it a little while and come back and it will be there for you. You can hit the back to home screen. This will take you back to the home screen. And at this point, you now have submitted applications. So we're welcoming you back. And now you can go into view details of Camper Amy's application. This means the fabulous part is you can log out of the system and log back in at any point to view what the status of your application is. Just like always, you will apply and then wait for email information on whether you're accepted into the program of your choice. Again, we ask that you only choose 2 weeks of the 10 available to make sure that everyone can participate fairly and equally. After you've submitted your application, watch the email inbox of the email that you chose to enter into CampBrain. There will be more information for you there from us at Camp Easterseal. I hope you've enjoyed our little tutorial and we cannot wait to see your faces on the screens at Camp Connected 2021.